The firm of Provost Humphrey represents more than 24 former pro football players who say they suffered permanent brain injuries while playing on the field. Ron Reynolds sat down with a lead attorney in the case and has more in this new Nightside report.
People discuss, well, they play football, of course they're going to get hurt. This is not what this lawsuit is about.
But it's about how the National Football League dealt with players who suffered permanent brain injuries that has prompted a lawsuit filed by Provost Humphrey law firm in Beaumont. Matthew Matheny is the lead attorney.
The NFL did not create a situation where these players were adequately treated and adequately cared for and adequately monitored post-concussion.
He represents about 30 former NFL players, including Dallas Cowboy Hall of Famer Bob Lilly and other greats from the late 1960s to the 1990s.
As an organization that dictates the rules of the game, that then reaches its hands into the medical condition of players, the parameters that exist for when a player is allowed to play and not play, and then an organization then that supposedly takes care of these players after they finish playing, they've breached that duty to these individuals that have suffered traumatic brain injuries.
But then he says the league failed in its duty to take seriously the impact of concussions on players.
And so many times and for so many years, concussions were not treated like injuries. Once you sustained a concussion, as long as you could count and remember the play, you could still hit, you could still catch, you could still block. Unlike a knee or a back or an elbow, concussions were not treated the same.
While the lawsuit can't undo the damage to stars whose playing days are long over, Matheny says it can help ensure players still on the field aren't risking their careers and lives by playing with concussions.
We test how fast you run and how high you can jump and how strong you are. We test your heart. But at the same time, though, we're not really testing brain function. We're not establishing baselines. That's something that this lawsuit is pushing towards.